Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So last week we studied up to the Vinyati Rupa, to intimation, physical, bodily intimation, and verbal intimation, Vaji Vinyati. So they are not real Rupa, as space. Space is not real Rupa, so, but in order to, but it is useful. Space is useful to know the different group of the rupas, okay, different group of the materialities. And also vinyati, two vinyati are also not the real rupa, anepana rupa. Or we can also say arupa rupa. Rupa but not real rupa. But they are also very useful in our life. So with the do vinyati, so we make other people know our desire, our emotion, our intention. So that's why these two rupa are also very important to know. Then today we go to the another anipana rupa. So that they go vigara rupa. So vigara rupa, I will share the screen. Firstly, here. Okay. So number 14 here. Rupasa lahuda mududa kamanyata vinyati dwayan vigara rupanama. So they are called vigara rupa. So we means significant. Okay, significant. Kara, mena, significant mena. So that they go vikara rupa. It is also translated as mutable materialities. So mutable means changeable. It is ready to change. So because these rupas, they can be changed from the lightness to the lightness to heaviness, from the softness to the roughness, from the adaptability to the non-adaptability. So that's why it is also translated as a mutable materialities. So, but here, according to the meaning of the word, vigara means significant manner. Significant manner of the materialities, real rupas. Okay, significant manner of the real rupas are called vigara rupa. So they are not the real rupas. Okay, but the Nibbana rupas are there, like a Patavi Avadi Yovayo. So they are significant manners, okay, rather than the ordinary manner. That is a Vigara Rupa. So this Vigara Rupa is of 5 kinds. Number 1 is Rupasa Lahuda. So this Rupasa should be joined with the Rupasa Mududa and then Rupasa Kamanyata. Okay, only do the 3 points. So Lahuda, as you may see that it is Lahuno Bhavo Lahuda, lightness. Okay, lightness. Lightness of the our what do we our body Jawayo, or that we can simply say the lightness of the materialities which are produced by the Chitta, Udu, and Ahara. For the Rupa, we should not take all of the Rupa. Rather, we have to take Rupas which are produced by the Chitta, consciousness, produced by the Udu, temperature, and also produced by they are collectively called Tija Nibbana Rupa. Tija Nibbana Rupa. So Tija means born or three. So triple cause. They have a triple cause. That is Chitta, Udu, and Ahara. So produced by the Rupa that are produced by the triple cause. So they are lightness. Okay. And also their lightness is called Lahuda. So sometimes we are happy, suppose we are happy because of some reasons. We are successful in the exam, successful in the business, and also we feel strong, or we recover from the illness or disease. At that time, we are very happy. Happy mind arises. Then that happy mind produce light, Nibbana Rupa. Okay. Happy mind produce Rupa. Okay. That is Pataviya, Padijo, Vayo, and the Vana, Gandharasa, Oja. So they are produced by the happy mind. So these Rupas, which are produced by the happy mind, become a light. Okay, become a light. We are very light to go, to walk, and also to speak, to do many actions. So that nature is called Lahuda. Okay. Sometimes we experience miseries in life. So at that time, so maybe we feel sad, okay, sad mind, okay, unhappy mind arises in our mind. So at that time, because of the unhappiness or because of the feeling miserable, so that chitta, unhappy mind or sad, sorrowful mind, also produce their rupas, chitta matters. So at that time we feel very heavy. We don't want to do, we don't want to walk, even we don't want to read. Okay, so that is what the correct, the nature or the lahuda. Okay, so then at that time you can understand that the lahuda is a lightness of the body, lightness of the rupas, which are produced by the chitta. Because my mind is so so sorrowful, then it produces the materialities. So that materialities are not light. Okay. So in this way, So when we are our mind is very good, happy, good thing, we are doing good thing, that's why appreciate, enjoy. Then our materiality are also become a light. So that is also very important to know. Not only because lightness or heaviness, it is not only happens because not happen because of the chitta alone. Sometimes udu, temperature. When the temperature is too cold or too hot, we don't want to move. Okay, we feel heavy. But when the temperature is okay, then we feel light and then easy to walk and so on. So and that other time also temperature produce a rupa, materiality. But on that materiality we can find lightness or heaviness. So also another reason is ahara, nutriment. So when we have a good or nutritious food, okay, and also we eat in moderation. So other day, the nutriment produce a rupa. Okay, that rupa, if we eat a nutritious food and also we eat in moderation, then what happened to us is we feel light, not heavy. Some food sometimes we eat because of hungry. We feel hungry. So sometimes we eat not a nutritious food. In that case, instead of feeling light, instead of being light, we feel heavy. That's why some people after taking food, they go to bed. They go and take a nap. Okay, they go and take a nap because they start to feel heavy. So other day also we may remember that this is one of the the nutriment. Okay, nutriment make us heavy or light. Okay, it's up to the what nutriments we take. So we are. That's why some people they say we are what we eat. We are what we eat. So that is about the lahuda. Okay, lahuda, lightness. When in the case of a lahuda, so what we have to understand is that very important point is abodhadu, heaviness. So if abodhadu is what? So cohesion, okay, cohesion. So that abodhadu is not imbalance or exceedingly. Okay, if the other day what happened to us? It become we feel heavy. So then this is lahuda. When the lahuda is there, we don't feel heavy. Or lightness is there, we don't feel heavy. So other than the main character that we make it, that make us heavy is abodhadu. Abodhadu is too much. Abodhadu is exceeding. Then the other dhadus, other elements. So Patavi and Tejo, Vayo are there, but abodhadu is exceeding in power and strength. Other time we can understand that it is heaviness. So when abodhadu is not exceeding, but all the four great elements are kept in balance, then we feel lightness. That may be produced by the chitta or udu or ahara. Okay? So for the Mududa, Mududa, Rubasa Mududa. The Mudu means the softness, soft or tender, soft or tender. So the state of being soft or tender, it is called Mududa. So the state of what? The state of materiality is produced by the as before, Cheda Udu Ahara. So the state of the condition of these rupas produced by the Cheda Udu Ahara. So when they become soft, they become malleable. Okay, other than it is called mududa. So it is more softer than the other occasions. Okay. So this is also produced by the Jeta, mududa, the softness and or the materiality. That materiality is produced by the Jeta. Sometimes we feel happy, we are doing good things, and then our materiality also become soft or tender. So even our mind at that time is very soft and tender, so not aggressive, become friendly. Okay, and that's why it is called mududa. So the softness, we can simply say, is mududa. Kamanyada, kamanyada is, we can say, kamanya. So it is readiness or adaptability. Adaptable to do something or workable to be made as a something. So sometimes, even though there are things to be done, but our physical body is not yet ready. Okay, not yet ready to perform such kind of functions. So that is also not good. Okay, so kamanyada here means readiness. So because our mind our minds are in good condition. So that's why that mind produce also temperature is fine, and also food is nutritious. Then, so what happened to them? The materiality produced by that Cheda Udu Ahara become adaptable, workable. So if we are not happy, we don't want to work. So materially and our body are also not yet ready to work. So also because temperature is so high or so low, at that time also it become not workable. The materials are maybe rough. Okay. So nutriment also. If we eat a nutritious food, then at that time we are ready to work. Otherwise, we will be ready to sleep. Ready to sleep. So kamanyada is that nature. Udu Jeda Ahara. For the Mududa, so I left the one thing for the Mududa. That is, so Mududa is if whenever Mududa arises, softness arises, it is obvious to know that there is no roughness, okay, no grossness. Grossness happen because of the way sometimes we feel our body is gross or rough. Sometimes we touch, if we touch our the skin as well, we feel rough. So remember that other day, Patavi Dhatu in our body is exceeding than the other Dhatu. Okay, so Patavi Dhatu is getting exceeding the power of the Patavi Dhatu is exceeding earth element. So then when the everything four great elements are kept in balance, so the four great elements produced by the Chitta Udu Ahara, if they are kept in balance, then we feel Mududa, state of we can see that there is a state of softness. So for the Kamanyada, for the Kamanyada means we are not yet ready to work. Okay, Akamanyada. So if these four great elements are not kept in balance, then we are not ready to work. So why? Because of the imbalance or exceeding nature of the Vayodhatu. Okay, Vayodhatu is it is support. It makes us a firm. It makes the materialities firm or strong. So when that the Vayodhatu is exceeding in power or reducing in power, then it prefer to support other materialities. So that at that time, people don't want to walk, even don't want to move, even we feel very difficult to move from this side to that side. That's right. Much less to do very big business. So that is significant point here we have to remember is Lahuda. In that case, Lahuda is Abodhatu. If Abodhatu, mainly Abodhatu is kept in balance, there is a Lahuda. If Abodhatu is not exceeding in power or in strength, then there is a lightness. When the Patavi Dhatu is not exceeding, then there is a Mududa, softness. When the Vayo Dhatu is not exceeding, then other elements, other than Kamanyada. So Vayo, Patavi, Abo, Patavi, and Vayo. Respectively, we have to take note. So that is Vigata Rupa, and after that we will go to characteristic, etc. Then Vinyati Dvaya. This is Vinyati. Vinyati, as you already know, the previous two Vinyati, Kaya Vinyati and Vaji Vinyati. Bodily intimation and verbal intimation. So they are also distinct, they have a distinctive manner. Okay, that's why they are also the two rupa are also included under the term Vikara Rupa or mutable rupas, changeable rupas. So when we don't keep the bodily intimation for a long time, okay, just whenever desire arises, we change the bodily intimation, one to another, one to the other. So also we speak, okay, we speak. Sometimes roughly, we speak very, very rude words. Sometimes we speak soft words like that. So they are also, that's why they two Vinyati also belong to Vikara Rupa. Okay. So regarding next one, I want to share next one. Okay. Okay, sorry. I will share another slide that is about the Rupa Lakhana, characteristic, etc. So, Vaji Vinyadi, Gaya Vinyadi, we have studied. Here, Rupa Lahuda, Rupasa Lahuda, Rupa Lahuda. Lightness of the materiality. It has a characteristic of no slowness. Or we can simply say lightness. Adhandata. Danda means slow, being slow. So adhanda means no slowly, no slow. So it means quickness, lightness, fastness. So that is characteristic. So whenever you feel in your physical body, then we can say, we can understand that, oh, this is characteristic of the Lahuda, Rupasa Lahuda. And then that's why rasa function. Rupanang Garubhava Vinodana Rasa. It has a function of dispelling, removing heaviness of the materiality. Three bond, three bond? Yeah, triple cause. One of the triple cause. Jeda Udu Ahara. So, as I explained you before, Guru Bhava, heaviness, state of being heavy. It happens because of the what? Heaviness. It happens because of the Abodhatu is not in balance. Maybe Abodhatu is lower or higher. So in that other time, we feel heaviness in our physical body. So that is the function. Other than we see the function. So when the Lahuda arises, it has a function of dispelling the heaviness of the materiality produced by the three causes. That is Jeta Uduahara. And then characteristic function manifestation is the Lahu Pariwattita. Pariwatta means turning, like a Dhammacakka Bhavatana. It is a turning. Or we turn from this side to that side. Okay. We turn from the sitting posture to the standing posture. So sometimes we can, if we are getting older and older, we can see that while we are child, while we are adult, while we are strong, the other day we can sit as we like. We don't need to get any help from any other.
Sorry, Sarah.
Yeah, connection
So
loss.
you said, yeah. You said we can sit as we like, and after
that, we can sit as we like when we are young, strong. Then, when we are getting older and older, what happened to us? We cannot sit without the help of the other person. Although even though we can sit, it takes a little bit slow. It become a little bit slow. Okay, and also we have to lean on the something, or we have to hold something to sit. Also, when we want to stand up from the sitting posture, so when we are very old, someone need to help because of the heaviness. Okay, other time we remember our bodhidharma is not in balance in our body, exceeding or maybe lessening in power. So about that to be problem there. That make us heavy. Lahu Pariwattita is a lightness. light transformability. Why light transformability? We can transform ourselves, okay, lightly. Okay, it does not mean the light we search on the light. It is not in that sense. Yeah, light is adjective to fast, to be fast, to be quick. So quick to transform. Okay, that is the function. Sometimes they say, "Oh, this child run very fast." Then there we can say, "Lahuda is there." Okay, that is light transformation from one posture to another, from one step to another step. So when we are old, even if it is difficult for us even to move, okay, to make another step, okay, heavy, slowly, and then move our legs, okay, and we stretch out our legs. Okay, we go forward or we go backward. Other time we feel slow. Okay, that slowness. So it's absence of the lahuda, and also the problem is because of the imbalance, because of being imbalanced in the among the four great element. So among the four great element also, abodhatu is not reaching to the power, or it is exceeding beyond the is the desired power and strength. So that's why the lahuda can appear in our mind, or we can imagine lahuda, that is as what light or fast transformation. We are light to transform. Okay, we are light to change. So that is a Pachupatthana manifestation in our in the yogi or meditator's mind. And then its approximate cause is actually Tija Nibbana Rupa. Okay, Nibbana Rupa, the real Rupa, produced by the three causes, that is Citta, Uddhu, and Ahara. Okay, Citta, Uddhu, and Ahara. So that is about the characteristic, etc., of the Rupasa Lahuta, lightness of the materiality. It's also not the real Rupa, that the sign, okay, the sign, the distinctive feature of these Rupa, real Rupas. So next one is the Rupa Mududa. Rupa Mududa, malleability or the materiality. So it is a characteristic. It has a characteristic of atandata, state of none or being not stiffness. Atadata, atadata, tada. Tada means strong. Okay, so hardness. Okay, atadata. Atadata means softness. So it has the Mududa, Rupasa Mududa has a characteristic of the softness or non-stiffness. So it has a function of a what? Rupanan Tadda Bhava Vinodana Rasa. Here also Tadda Bhava. Tadda Bhava Vinodana. Vinodana means dispelling the stiffness of the materiality. So that stiffness, as I told you before, happened because of the Batavi Dhatu exceeds in power than the other materialities. So that is about the Rupasa function of the Rupasa Muduta. And also it manifests as a Sabba Giriya Su Avirodhita. Sabba Giriya to Avirodhita. Sabakiriya means in all functions. Avidodita. No opposition. So it never goes against the other materialities. Sometimes in the world also, some people they are viroda, so opposite mind. So that's whenever we have an opposite mind, or whoever have an opposite mind, they do what? They become not friendly, okay, not friendly to the others. So also here, Sabagiriya so avirodita. So whenever Mududa arises in our among the on the materialities, then other day it became soft. It never goes against. Okay, it never goes against any other. No confrontation. He don't make it. No confrontation. He is a good. Okay, he to get along with the other people. Okay, to get along with the other people, to make a friend. So also that is Jita Muruda. So also Rupa Muruda is the materialities produced by the three causes. They become soft and tender. It become what malleable to any other function, any other actions. When we move also no problem. When we move forward, no problem. It just follow because of Muruda. When we move backward also, no problem. It is just follow it. So in this way, it appears in our mind when we contemplate on the Rupa Muruda. And then next one is the proximate cause, that is a Mudu Rupa, malleable materiality. Materiality produced by the three conditions, three causes. They become malleable, they become soft. So softness happens because of these materialities. Without the arising of this materiality, softness will not be distinctive. That's why it is. That's why it is what about the Rupa Mududa. Next one is the Rupa Kamanyada. Here is weirdness or productiveness or adaptability. We can say that or workability or the materiality. It is materiality become a workable when the Rupa Kamanyada is there. So that is a character that has a characteristic of a sarira, kiriya, nu, nukula, kamanya, bhava. Okay. It has a characteristic of rupa, nukula, kamanya. Characteristic of the what? So workable. Okay. Sarira kiriya anugula kamanya bhava. Here explained that weediness that is favorable to bodily action. So it became favorable to the bodily action of the physical body. Sarira means kiriya, bodily action. Whatever we want to make, we want to move, or if it is what adaptable, workable. So that is characteristic of the Rupa Kamanyada. Then function is Agamanyada, Vinodana Rasa. Vinodana means dispelling. Dispel what? Dispel the unwittiness. Dispel unwittiness. No adaptability. Okay. No productivity. So it is explained with a simile of a goat. Okay, goat like a goat, which has been refined, then it become ready to make and to make any kind of a ornament, like a uh, uh, what earring or any other finger ring, or maybe how to say hand chain or necklace, whatever material we want to make, we want to transform, it become adaptable because it has been refined by the fire. Okay, so also similar to the goat that has been refined. So also agamanya rupa gamanyada is like that. It is a it is productive. It has a function of what dispelling unproductivity. Okay, it dispels weariness. It has that function, and also manifests in our mind as adobala bhava. Adobala bhava. Dobala, bala means strength. Dubala means no strength. Okay, no strength means weak. So we can simply say dobala is a weakness. Adobala means a non-weakness. It became a strength. So it became a powerful. In our mind, when we contemplate on the Rūpapariccheda, it appears in our mind as strength, okay, as strength, not a weakness. Then also it is produced by the materiality Tija Nibbana Rupa. So Nibbana Riya Rupa, which has been produced by the three conditions, Chitta Udu Ahara, to be productive, to be adaptable. So Vinyati Rupa we already studied. So that is something about the Vikara Rupa. Okay. In the case of a Vikara Rupa, so as I explained, Rupa Kamanyada, so it is the what? The focus, the main point that there is Kamanyada Vayodadu. Vayodadu, when element works evenly, without exceeding or without and lessening in power, at that time we feel strong. Whenever Vayodadu is weak, then we also feel strong, weak. So then, even though these three Vikara Rupas are born of the Chitta Udu and Ahara, okay. So because our mind is a happy mind, arises Udu temperature also 5, and also nutriment is nutritious, food is nutritious. So because of that, they are having the 4 great elements, and also they are having imbalance. Okay. So at that time, in our body, the blood, the circulation, and also bile, so everything are so what they are in a good rhythm. Okay, and they are in a good rhythm, so they work properly. Okay, so because of these these 4 great elements are working in a proper way, not exceeding one the other, not exceeding each other. So other time we feel lightness of the body, and also what the softness of the materiality, and also adaptability to work. So these 3 things happen together. Okay, even though they are 3 in one, they are 3 in terms of the how do they appear, but they happen at the same time. Therefore, we have to make note. We have to take a note that this Lahuda Muruda Kaminyata does not happen separately. So if one happened, the other also happened. So when there is an occasion to happen, then all of the three together arise. Okay? Because the manner is lightness, and then softness, adaptability. Because the manners are different, that's why. So here divided into three. Okay. So, but they happen together, they arise together. So that is about the Lakkhana Rupa. Lakkhana Rupa is here, not many. Upajaya, Sandati, and then Upajaya, Sandati, and then here Jarada and Anijata. Okay. Upajaya, Sandati, Jarada, Anijata, Lakkhana Rupa Nama, Rupasa Upajayo. Okay. Rupasa Upajayo. Jarada, Anijata. Rupasa here means the Kamaja Rupa, Kama born matters. Okay, Rupasa we have to take as a here, this Rupa has to take as a Kama born matters. Upajayo arising of the Kama born matters, and that is called Upajaya. Just a fast arising moment. Okay, fast arising moment or the moment up to the settlement of the all other sensitivities arises. All other sensitivity arises. For example, for the person who are born, okay, who are born from the mother's womb. So at that time there are three vikala arises. Okay, there arises three vikala. So they are what the kaya, bhava, and vatu dasaka. Okay, three group of rupa arise at the very beginning, at the very first moment of the Padisandi Vivada moment. So that's why.
Sorry, Sayadaw.
Yeah.
Kaya, Bhava, how about another one?
Vatu base. Kaya bhava vatu, hariya vatu. Okay, same thing. Okay. Kaya bhava vatu dasaka sanghadani dini dasaka ni padu bhavanti. So for those who are born, homeborn, kabasiyaka, homeborn beings, are the very together with the first arising moment of the Patisandi consciousness, the Rupa, the three group of the Rupa arises. It start to arise. So that is Kaya Dasaka, Bhava Dasaka, and then Vatu Dasaka, Hariya Vatu Dasaka, Hariya Vatu, okay, Vatu Dasaka Kalapa. At the same time, it is also what? For the Sansedaja Kapasi Obabadika beings, for those who are born moisture from the moisture born beings, and also Obabadika, spontaneous born. So they are born spontaneously as a 60 years old man or 60 years old, 16 or 17 years old. Like that, they suddenly arises, spontaneous born. For these beings, not only the three dasaka, kaya, bhava, vatu, in addition to the three, there arises Jakku Soda. Okay, Jakku Soda, Gana, Jingwa. Okay, Jakku Soda, Gana, Jingwa also arises. So altogether, 7 dasaka, 7 group of rupa arises together with the arising or the Patisandhi consciousness. So that is what? That first arising moment is a called what? Upajjaya. Upajjaya. So the first arising of the Kamajarupa, Kamabon matters. So that is called Upajjaya. So regarding the Upajjaya, there are different opinions that so some people, some scholars, they said that only the first arising moment, okay, in a life. So it means Patisandhi moment. At the moment, at the past Patisandhi moment, the arising of the materiality, like a Jakusota, Gana, Jiva, Kaya, Bhava, Vatu. So these seven, that is called Upajjaya. But another example is not only arising moment, but also the progressing moment as well. For example, for us, for the human beings, at the rising moment of the Patisandhicetta, only Kaya, Bhava, Vatu, three dasaka, three group of Rupa arises. But to appear eye sensitivity, ear, nose, tongue, it takes a time. According to the Digajo, it is called what? 7 weeks. Okay. So another explanation is about 11 weeks. It takes 11 weeks. So to appear, Jaku, eye, ear, nose, tongue. Okay. So only after that period, or up to that period in which Jaku, Sota, Gana, Jiva, fully arises. So up to that time, it is called Upajjaya. Regarding the Rupa Upajjaya, there are two opinions. One opinion is the first arising moment of the Kamaja Rupa in the life. So another opinion is not only first arising moment, starting from the first arising moment or the Kamaja Rupa in one's life up to the 7 week or 11 weeks, in which the remaining Kalaba, remaining group of Rupas happen to arise. Okay? So that during that period is called Upajjaya. Upasa Upajjaya. And then it has the characteristic of a setting up. Okay. So Ajaya means a setup. To set up. So it is in a life. So these Kamajarupas were set up. So that the moment in which these Kamajarupas are setting up, that is called the characteristic of the Rupa Upajjaya. Then Bhanda do Rupana Omojavana. Okay. To make material instances emerge in the first instance, Obanda do. Obanda do. Let me see. Upajjaya. Okay, here. Upajjaya. Obanda do. So here translated as to make your material instances emerge in the study from the Obanda, study from the first arising moment. Okay. Study from the first arising moment, the appearance of the Rupa or emergence of the Kamaja Rupa, like Kaya, Bhava, Vatu, Jakusota, Kana, Jiva, Kaya. So it has the function of the emerging these karma-born materialities. And also it appear when we contemplate the Rupa, then it appear as Niyadana. Okay, one function is one manifestation. it may manifest in two ways. One way is a Niyadana. Niyadana means a launching or setting up. It is a setting up. So when we observe a newly born baby, okay, or maybe when we observe the rising or the Bodhisattva consciousness in Bodhisattva Rupas or Kamaja Rupas. At that moment, it is, if we contemplate, then we can see that it is a setting up. Okay, it is a launching. So also, Paribhona Bhava, Pachupatthana. Paribhona is, it is manifested as the completed stage. Sometimes we don't see setting up, working, okay? But what we see is complete picture, okay? Completed state. So sometimes if we go and see the construction, so when they are working, when they are initiating or setting up, that time also it appear. So if we say, oh, I'm building a house, I'm building my apartment, and so on. Other time, what we can understand, what appear in our mind is, he is making a construction, or his construction is completed. As a completed construction, or as a process, or in this way, this Rupa Upajaya appear in our mind. Next, the last one is approximate cause, that is Upajita Rupa. Upajita Rupa is a materiality that should be accumulated. So that the materiality that has been accumulated, we can simply say Kamaja Rupa. So this Kamaja Rupa start to rise. Okay. Without the rising of the Kamaja Rupa, there cannot be Upajaya. Okay. So that's why Kamaja Rupa is the proximate cause for the rising of the Rupa Upajaya. The next one is Upajaya Santati, continuity, continuation of the materiality. So after rising, it is a nature to continue, okay, to continue to exist. So that the Santati has a characteristic of the Pawadi Lakkhana occurrence. Okay, occurrence. The occurrence of a what? Kamaja Rupa. It appear. Its characteristic is the occurrence of the Kamaja Rupa. Then its a function is Anupa Banda, to anchor. It follows Anupa Banda. Banda means to die. Anu means repeatedly. When we tie someone, or maybe sometimes we use a rope to tie a dog. So wherever you go, the dogs has to follow because you hold a rope. Okay, you hold a rope. So also the Santati is the follower of the Upajaya. Okay, whenever Upajaya arises, it continues to exist. So it manifests as a what, to anchor. It functions as to follow. Okay, it functions to follow the Upajaya, the rising of the materiality. So just after rising is maybe very short time, it should be followed, continued. The continuity is a goal. The function Anupacheda. Cheda means to break up. Okay, Cheda, to break up. So Anupacheda means no interruption. No interaction between Upachaya and Sandati. It manifests in our mind as no interruption. For example, starting from the childhood up to now, we are alive. Okay, that is called Sandati. Okay, because this Sandati, the continuity is there. That's why we say that, oh, I exist. Before yesterday also I was in the yesterday. Today also I'm here. So the same I continue to exist because we are not able to discern. Okay, many interruptions are there. Many things arise and dissolve, rise and dissolve. So what we can see is only continuity. Okay, so that's why it is also a problem that if we are not able to see many interruptions, many changes and many new things take place, then there can be brought around you about what I really exist. I don't believe, even though you say that every moment many millions and millions of materialities arise and dissolve. I don't find anything disappear from my body. Some people they may say like that because they just see only the sandati. Okay, sandati means a continuity. Here also it manifests the sandati rupa sandati manifests in our mind as no non-interruption, so unstopped. So there is no stopping point. So continuously rise after the rising of the upajaya. So it continues to follow. That in this way it manifests in our mind. It also has a kind of proximate cause. Anupa Banda Rupa. Okay, the Rupa that should be followed. Okay, that should be anchored. Okay, that is proximate cause. And that is what the Kamaja Rupa. The Kamaja Rupa in our life. One Kamaja Rupa arises, and after that, it remains for a while and then dissolve. And then new Kamaja Rupa take place. So that is Rupasa Sandati. So this Upajaya and Sandati are collectively called as Jadi. Okay, Jadi, birth or rising or the materiality. So both of them, Upajaya and Sandati, even though they are divided into two, materiality, but they can be named as a Jadi. Okay, Upajaya, Sandati, Namena. So only Jadi Rupa, the rising of the materialities at the moment of the rebirth. Okay, but this Jadi is divided. Upajaya moment and the Sandati moment as Upajaya and the Sandati. So because there are audience, they can understand only when we divide into two, Upajaya and Sandati. But some people they can easily understand only just by hearing that or Jati Rupa. Okay, so that's why. So sometimes the Buddha preach as Upajaya and Sandati. Sometimes it is preached as a Jati, Rupa Jati, Nama Jati, rising or rebirth the moment of the Kamaja Rupa, or rebirth the moment of the rebirth linking consciousnesses. Okay, then, so even though two, we have to take as a one, that is Jati, rebirth, or re-rising of the Kamaja Rupa. Then another one is Jarada. Jarada is, you already know, that is aging. Rupasa Jarada. So nothing lasts forever. So once it arises, it keeps on going, growing older and older. Okay. So that state is called Rūpapariccheda, aging or the materiality. So Rūpapariccheda, Lakhana, so maturing or ripening materiality instances. Okay. Materialities are start to ripen, start to mature. So that sort of state is called Jarada. So after the Jadi moment, then continue growing. Okay. So even though maybe we may be 20 years old, but when we say 20 years passing as you are getting older, they don't like it. Because older aging, the people don't want to be old. They just want to be fresh. Rūpapariccheda, but the starting from the time we were born, so up to now we are getting older and older. Okay, Rūpapariccheda, because our karma born matters are also growing older and older. So next one is rasa function, upanayana rasa, to lead on towards dissolution. It has been led, okay, or it leads to the where? It leads to the, after the Jarada, it is very sure, after the old age, it goes to the Anijada, death, okay, dissolving moment. So it's the function of the Rupa Jarada is to lead materialities to the state of a dissolution. Then Jarada, another one is manifestation, Sabhavana, Sabhava, Sabhavana, Sabhavana Pagamepi, Nawa Bhava Pagama, at the loss of a newness without the loss of the individual essence. So Jarada, getting older and older. So what manifests, in which way it manifests in our mind is that nature does not grow older and older. So Sabhava, nature, Anapagama, does not lose. Okay. So nature is what change? What change is what the Nawa Bhava Pagama, loss of the individual essence, loss of the newness, Nawa Bhava. Okay. Newness or youngness, we lost. So even though nature does not change, nature remain unchanged, but the newness we lost. Okay, so if we really look at the old version, suppose if you see on the way or at home, the old one, head hairs are growing old, getting white. Okay, skins are many what the twists. Okay, so also we cannot, the body no longer straight enough, so it going to be bent, and also teeth are getting broken. So newness we lost. If we see someone old, so we don't feel new, okay, because the newness is a loss. The characteristics still remain, nature still remain unchanged. So in this way, it appear in our mind. So the proximate cause for the Rupa Jarada is Paripacha Mana Rupa Radhana. So it is the Kamaja Rupa, Kamabho Metta, that should be that becomes matured. or ribbon Kamajarupas, or Majuwata Kamajarupa. So they are the proximate cause for the Rupa Jarada. So as you may know that the lifespan of a Rupa is 51 sub-moment. Okay, 51 sub-moment. So then Upajaya is a 1 moment. That Jarada is a long duration, 49 moment. It remains 49 moment. Then it is followed by the Anijada, okay, the last moment. So that's why if we identify Upajaya Santati, Jarada, Anijada, in terms of the Upada, Titi, Benga, rising, existing, and then dissolution. The Upajaya Santati is Upajaya Santati represent the arising moment, Upada moment. Jarada represent existing moment, Titi moment. And the Anijada represent Benga moment, Upada, Titi, Benga. So among these four, Rupa, Jarada, even though name is not good, it takes time, 49 some moment, it lasts. Because even though the Pali word is existence, it continue to be grow, continue to be older and older. That's why we can say it is a Jarada. Why we are about the 20 or 30, we don't want, if someone people say you are getting old, so we don't like to become, but actually, naturally, we lost our newness already. So that they also call Jarada. Then next one is Anijada. Anijada, Anija. Nature means permanent. Anijada means impermanence, dissolution. Okay, being impermanent, also dissolution of the materiality, or disappearance of the Kama born matters, Kamajarupa. It is called Rupa Anijada. So it has a characteristic of the Pariveda, breaking up, complete breakup, okay, completely breaking up of the materialities, Kama born matters. They broke into pieces, okay. They no longer work together, they broke into pieces. So that is a characteristic of the Rupa Anijada. Because these are signs or marks, Lakhana Rupa, okay. Because they are the sign of the other. Now what we see is the sign of the Kamaja Rupa, Kamabho matters, okay. They start to arise and then continue to exist, and then getting older and older, and then dissolve, okay. They are just a characteristic of the Rupa, not the real materiality. So also it has a function of the samsidana to make a material instances subsided, okay, to make it something subsided, anijada, no more existence. Okay, so that is the function. The function of anijada means to make a materiality not to be in existence. It means to disappear. So anijada makes the rupas disappear, and also it has a it is manifested as a destruction in form. Kaya vaya. Kaya means destroy or being destructed. Vaya means dissolve, okay, or fall down. So kaya vaya pachupadana. If we contemplate on the mentality and materialities, there you can find the they are subject to decay. Okay, they are subject to be destroyed. So in this way, that be the nature, it appear in our mind as destruction, as kaya or as vaya, destruction and fall. The proximate cause for that is pari nepa, pari beja mana rupa, pari beja mana rupa, bejati breakup. Pari beja mana means complete breakup. So the kamaja rupa, they are complete destruction. Okay, is the complete destruction of these kamaja rupas are proximate cause for the rupa anicca. Okay, so in the previous slide, previous document, there you can see jadi rupa meva baneta upajaya sandati namena. Okay, so upajaya sandati two name, but they can be called as what the jadi. They are talking about the jadi, jara, and marana. Okay, please remember. So today, in this way, we finish 28 rupas. Okay, together with the characteristic function, manifestation, and so on. Only one chapter we finish. So, and then you can understand these 28 rupas, and then they are rising and dissolving. It has a characteristic of the what impermanence. These characteristics we can contemplate on it, so that you can reduce your right conceit, asmi mana, I conceit. We can reduce. Okay, thank you. With this, we will conclude for today. Thank you so much for listening. Buddha Sasana Jiran Daitatu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.